Welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Suresh Thakur. Today we are going to discuss few questions from solution chapter. These are the concept based questions and very important for board exam. So here we go. First question is equimolar solutions of NaCl and BaCl2. They are prepared in water. Okay. Now freezing point of NaCl is given to us, that is -2 degrees Celsius. So what freezing point do you expect for BaCl2? See, both are equimolar. That means molality is same, right? And you know delta Tf, that is equal to I KFM. Now it is prepared in water, so Kf and M both are same for NaCl as well as BaCl2, but I is different. That makes the difference. Okay, so delta Tf for NaCl divided by delta Tf for BaCl2, that is equal to I of NaCl divided by I of BaCl2. Now you know NaCl and BaCl2 both are strong electrolytes, so I is equal to N. So you know NaCl dissociate in water to give Na plus and Cl negative, that means 2 ions, and BaCl2 when dissociate it give Ba2 plus and 2 Cl negative, that means it is 3. So that's it. Delta Tf of NaCl divided by delta Tf of BaCl2 is equal to 2 by 3. So delta Tf of BaCl2, that is equal to 3 by 2 into delta Tf of NaCl, and you know 3 by 2 into, you know, as Tf is -2 degrees Celsius. So what is delta Tf? Delta Tf equal to T naught F minus Tf, and T naught F for water, solvent is water, so that is 0 degrees Celsius minus 2 degrees Celsius. So delta Tf comes out to be 2. So this is 2. So it comes out to be 3 degrees Celsius. That means Tf is equal to -3 degrees Celsius, because delta Tf again T naught F minus Tf, and T naught F is 0. So Tf equal to minus delta Tf. So it comes out to be -3 degree Celsius, right? Very, very important question from competitive exam point of view. Next, sodium chloride or calcium chloride is used to clear snow from roads. Why? This is very important question for board exam, CBSE board as well as any state board exam. This is very important question. So you know sodium chloride as well as calcium chloride both are electrolytes. Okay, their I factor is correspondingly 2 for NaCl and is 3 for CaCl2. So you know when a non-volatile sodium chloride or calcium, both are non-volatile solutes. So when non-volatile solute is added, then what happened? It causes depression in freezing point. So sodium chloride or calcium chloride both depresses the freezing point of water. So ice or snow that cannot freeze to form ice, and that's why it melts off easily at the prevailing temperature, and that's why that road is cleared. Okay, snow is removed from the road. So when we sprinkle sodium chloride or calcium chloride on the ice, on the snow melted off and it easily removed from the road. Okay, next, why boiling point of water is increased on addition of sodium chloride? Obviously sodium chloride is a non-volatile solute, therefore when a non-volatile solute is added, then vapor pressure decreases and therefore boiling point increases. So that causes elevation in boiling point. Okay, so when NaCl or any other non-volatile solute is dissolved in water, vapor pressure of water decreases, because some of the solvent molecules on the surface are replaced by non-volatile solute. Initially all are volatile, then few are replaced by non-volatile solute. So surface occupied by the volatile components decreases, and that's why vapor pressure decreases, and that's why solution has to be heated more to make vapor pressure equal to external pressure, and that's why boiling point increased. Next question, state Henry's law for the solubility of a gas in a liquid. So you know what is Henry's law? Yes, and explain its significance. Henry's law statement as well as its significance, we have a separate video, you can watch it. Now at the same temperature, hydrogen is more soluble in water than helium. So which of them will have higher value of KH? So according to Henry's law, partial pressure of gas dissolved is proportional to mole fraction of the gas in the solution. Partial pressure of the gas above the liquid is proportional to the mole fraction of the gas in the solution. Okay, Pa equal to KH XA. Now as hydrogen is more soluble than that of helium at the same temperature. Okay, so as temperature is constant for the same partial pressure, so obviously partial pressure जो है different gases का वो भी same होगा. When both are same, then we have to see if XA is large, KH is small, and if XA is small, KH is large. Now what is XA? Solubility of the gas. Okay, so hydrogen is higher XA, mole fraction is higher. So what it means? Higher the solubility, lower is the KH value. So what is the estimated gas for KH? So KH, as hydrogen is more soluble, so KH of H2 is lower, okay, than that of helium. So KH of H2 is less than KH of helium. That's it. That means if gas is more soluble, then its KH value is lower. Okay, that's what it is written. H2 is more soluble than helium, so H2 will have a lower value of KH than that of helium. So that's all about the conceptual questions of solution chapter. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do like, subscribe and share my channel. God bless you all. Happy learning. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.